Hello, my beautiful soul circle. What a crazy, awesome, time we're having in the universe right now. It is so rapid. Can you believe it is the last month of 2022? I remember just hopping on a few minutes ago and talking about the energy of the master number 22 and how this was a 6 year and a collective year, and now we're getting ready for a new energy. We are in that completion energy of 22. And so that means this last month, what is it you need to master? Review the lesson of the master builder. How has the master builder been trying to get your attention this month, in this year, in this time frame? So what have you built in 2022? What are you still trying to finish touches on? I really feel like it's more of a foundation. I know everybody had these great plans to have the skyscraper already complete by today. But I want you to think about and be proud of what you have accomplished. Maybe you set out to do something and you have. Maybe you've come really far. Maybe you had unseen challenges and initiations along the way and you didn't complete what you intended to complete. I want you to forgive yourself and accept yourself. So if there's something to be proud of, give yourself that proud energy. If there's something to release, I want you to give yourself that energy. If there's something that just needs a little fine tuning and completing, give yourself that, gift. I know that it's interesting because we have a Mercury retrograde coming on the 29th of December, and it's going to go until the 17th of January. So we start 2023 in Mercury retrograde, which means we'll be in a review process. It means that we're starting 2023 more in review of all the lessons we learned in 2022 and before. So if you think, oh, I'm going to start the new year out with this huge jump start, astrologers have been kind of giving me the impression that you're really going to feel the new year energy closer to the Asian New Year. So the Lunar New Year that we get with the Asian countries, sometimes it's Chinese New Year, but they're trying to have us move the name to lunar or lunar or Asian New Year, which happens on the 22nd of January. Think about the fact that is a new moon in January, and it's interesting because it's the 22nd and 23rd. So I feel like we're at our real completion of this energy at the 22nd of January, and the new year now gets that 23rd with the lunar calendar versus instead of the traditional business calendar. So just kind of keep that in mind. You're going to be doing a lot of reviewing at the end of the year. All of that being said, I wanted to kind of lay out what to expect in Soul Circle. I love this group more than you will ever know. It keeps me on my toes, and it is a community. And so we are going to be doing some change up of some of the different formatting for Soul Circle next year. And of course, as you can see, my Egyptian collar and my Isis statue, I am literally getting ready with Marissa to go to Egypt for a long stay, several weeks, right over the solstice. So I'm going to actually just do some short pre-recorded Mondays. So you'll still have Magical Monday. It'll just be pre-recorded. We'll have it pop into the Facebook group. And of course, it'll also be on YouTube and all the things. And it'll just give you an energy update for the week. I'm pre-recording those before I leave. So by this time next Monday, 12/12, I will actually be on a plane to Egypt. So right now, the energy is that of the full moon. This week, you've got full moon energy, and it is starting to intensify. So if you're feeling the things that happen with the moon, like trouble sleeping or the need to sleep a lot, follow the rhythms of your body. It's the last full moon of the year, so if there's something you want to really get done, use that moon to fuel you for getting things done. You have the 21st, which is the winter solstice, right before Christmas, always. And then this year, you're really going to feel that winter solstice more on the 23rd. So it's on the 21st and 22nd, but you're going to feel it with the new moon on the 23rd. So if you're wanting to plan a new moon ritual, really plan it on that 23rd. It'll be right between the solstice, which we have our moon circle, and Mecca is going to be substituting for me in the moon circle for the 21st. So there's like a combination energy of the 21st and the 23rd. So if you're looking at a sweet spot to see into the future, if you're looking at a place to be like the darkest night of the year is also this year exceptionally dark. You're in the dark moon energy. So this year's Yule will be true magic. It will be a inward turn of all inward turns as we celebrate the return of the sun and return of the light. And that is always perfect. I really want you to think about this as your next chance of upgrade and the end of an initiation and the end of what it is that you've been before into the transformation of what it is you're beginning. And I was working with a client today, and I asked her if she could forgive herself and forgive her body in perfectionism. And we started talking about acceptance versus forgiveness. And I wanted to just bring some of that to the table today as we end this year. Think about what you have to accept in the energy of radical acceptance. Think about the fact that you literally cannot change the past, even if it happened a second ago. You cannot change anything that has ever happened in the future. You can only change your perception of it. And forgiving something or accepting something does not mean you have to have it reoccur. Does not mean that you are saying that it was okay. It means that you're going to go into the future without the poison of the new energy. And you want the past energy to be released. And so that's an act of surrender, which is a power tool. The act of letting go and surrendering to that which just is. I'm always reminded of the serenity prayer. Give me the wisdom to know the difference, right? Give me the courage to know what I can change and what I can't change. Give me the wisdom to know the difference. What can I change and what can't I change? And the courage to move forward. Thank you. I see somebody, Erica said she loves my necklace. This came from Egypt. It's, we had our shaman weekend this weekend, and we debuted Egyptian collars. Some of us got Egyptian collars from Egypt. And so this is my new Egyptian shaman necklace. And I love it. Turquoise being one of the stones of a shaman, both in Egypt and Native American. So I love when the traditions are the same in multiple places at the same time. So yes, I'm definitely ready to be doing my inner journey. Every day that I'm in Egypt, I'm intending to send energy into the field. It's often 11:11 that I send my downloads out. I do always do a download of the day. I look at our download of the day and I send it out You can find that download in the meme section. So every single day I send out downloads and activations, and I will be doing that for all of you in Egypt. So all you have to do anytime in the coming month, and really any time, is tap into the energy, because time and space isn't linear, of activation and healing, because I do that daily. It's part of my meditation process. It's part of my activation process. It's part of my gift to you, and it's also my gift to me, is to be in that healing and activating energy and in that love, because I do love you. I love you very, very much. So back to acceptance. Accept with courage everything. Surrender that which cannot be changed, and use the magician's tool of choice and the laws of the universe to activate courage for anything you can. So it takes a great deal of courage to be different. It takes a great deal of courage to choose another choice. It takes a great deal of courage to activate something that you want desperately, to show up differently, to show up wholly, to show up authentically. And that's what the energy is being asked of us right now. We are definitely in the energy of ascension. We are moving into a place of radical ascension, right? So that requires radical release, releasing of the past, releasing of that which we thought we were, old identities. It requires us to shift in a way that is profound. And it also means we get to allow ourselves to be more whole, more complete, more in alignment. And it also, I feel like there's a collective energy about what's my next step? Who's my more authentic version of me? What is that going to do? And what do I have to do to get there? So I am taking a limited number of coaching for the first start of January. And I am starting as soon as January 2nd with that product, which is called Living Magically. And there's just a few, spots. So if it is something you want, don't wait. Just don't think you're bothering me because I'm in Egypt or getting ready to leave. I want you to have the ability to be part of the great change, to be part of our next step. So if I can help you live magically, be part of your purpose, please let me know, and we can see if Living Magically is the right program for you. And also, we're rolling out, for the last time, I haven't done it in a long time. In the last few years, I've not been offering the Executive Healer Theta Healing Program. And I'm going to offer it entirely online for the first time, and possibly last time, in 2023, because I have a lot of things that I'm wanting to accomplish. And so this may or may not be, it will certainly not be happening in 2024, because I'm already committed to some international travel in 2024. So if you want to take the completion of the suite of classes that I teach, which includes my medical intuitive program, my spiritual life coaching program, and all of the relationship classes that Theta Healing has to offer, and you want to really embody the full executive suite of healing, this will be the time that I offer it online. So now is the time. We'll make sure that you have that available. It starts January 13th. So we don't have a lot of time to waste. If this is something you want, please get in, because again, a lot of the things I'm doing right now have a very limited number of slots. So January is filling up quick. I can't believe it. It's December 5th and January is already filling up. So if you're like, I'll look at it after the first of the year, I really recommend that you get in and talk to me about it this week while it's still easy. Erica, I can get you all the details right away. Most of it is absolutely designed to work on weekends. Nights, weekends, holiday weeks, because I do know that you're all busy professional people with lives of your own, and yet so many of you have a calling. And whether it's with me, with yourself, with another healer, right now is the time. And I know you're feeling it. Like, raise your hand or throw me an emoji if you're feeling now is the time. It doesn't matter what it is that you know the time is, but if you know this is your time, claim it. And if you know this is your time, make a sacred commitment to yourself to do it, to grow for it, to be a massive part of your future, because now is the time, and the time is now. And there has never been a more powerful, potent, universal time than now. I know we keep saying that, but December 21st and 22nd and 23rd of 2022 is an alignment equal to what we saw in 2012. So we're going to start that activation energy on the 1212 portal and go into the 2022, the 22nd. There's a portal from the 21st to the 23rd of activation energy. So the choice point, whatever you're choosing here on this full moon right now and in this next week or two, start thinking about ritualizing your life. Start thinking about your sacred commitment to yourself. Start thinking about not showing up for the world, but showing up for yourself in the world. And that takes a special kind of courage. It takes a special kind of faith, and it takes a special kind of trust. And I know that's not necessarily our biggest strong suit as a human, because it is our body's nature to keep us safe, keep us small. And we can't do that anymore. We have to spread our wings. We have to come out like the phoenix from the flame, like Isis with her wings, like angels in their glory, because that's what we are. We are the earth angels. We are the activators. We are the spiritual activators. We're doing grid work when we're in Egypt. You can continue to do grid work wherever you are. Send the energy into the ley line. And you're like, oh, I don't know if there's a ley line where I live. You are like a crystal on the planet. Wherever you are, the energy goes in through you into the earth, from above into you, into the earth. That's the as above, so below, so within. You are a powerful being of light. You are an instigator of creative life force energy. It moves through you. Remember, you are part of the light. You are part of the solution. You are part of the divine. It is you and your essence that brings you into your wholeness. Remember, you cannot be broken. The soul cannot be broken. It can feel broken, but it cannot be broken. So connecting with your indwelling spirit in your body temple and creating a fusion of heaven on earth. This is what we're here to do. We're here to embrace our greatness. We're here to create. We're here to understand we are a creator. We are a creatrix, if you like that term. We are an embodiment of the magic. People are like, what does magic mean anyway? And the answer is, magic is creative life force energy in motion. Magic is anytime you are living intentionally. So why is living magically so important? It's because you're living intentionally in the creative substance. You are creating as you speak. When you speak is a saying, abracadabra. I create as I speak. So what you say is becoming a reality. What you vision becomes a reality. What you choose energetically becomes a frequency. And we're here. And I know it sometimes looks like the entire world is falling apart around us, around our ears. And it is also healing. You cannot try and put something exactly back together the way it was. You can't. It's not good for you. You want to create, if something crumbles, if something is no longer working, put it together and build something new. Build a new foundation. We're building a new world, and that is what you're here for. Don't forget that. We're in the end results. We are so close. It is always darkest before the dawn. Evolutionary changes. Yes, that's exactly what we're in. We are part of evolution. Our bodies are ascending into a different frequency. Our world is changing. I like to think of it as the next renaissance, another age of enlightenment. It's the ascension. We are in ascending energy. And I haven't felt anything like it since 2012. When I was called to go to Idaho Falls to live in 2012, and that's what I did. I took my entire life and I put it on hold, and I moved to Idaho Falls for 4 months I took 15 Theta Healing courses, and I became a teacher, a master teacher, and an instructor of all the high-end Theta Healing courses, the Certificate of Science. I felt like I couldn't wait. A lot of instructors were doing 2 or 3 classes a year, and they would come back every year. And I was like, no, I'm going to put everything on hold. I found a house sitter for my cat. I quit my job at Avalon. I basically did everything. I just put my entire world into 2 suitcases, flew to Idaho, rented a room, and became a Theta Healing teacher of all the Theta Healing classes. And I feel that same energy of it's now. Now is the time, and there's no better time. So if you feel you don't know how, you just know you're supposed to be doing something, don't look back, look forward. Someone asked me about whether they were running away from something, and my answer is feel into it. Running away feels like I can't be here anymore, and I can be anywhere else. Running to something is so powerful because it means I don't even know how I'm going to get there, but I want something, and I know I'm supposed to be doing something. And so running to something is when there's a goal and there's a feeling of I don't even understand it, but there's the drive. There's a drive to go there. There's a drive to do this. There's a drive to be there. So running away from something is just getting out. And it may or may not even be better for you. It's just out, so therefore better. Running to something, and there's a lot of that right now, is fulfilling your next level of your destiny, your next level of your purpose. So if you're feeling called to run forward, if you're feeling called to make a choice, that's the energy happening right now. If there's anything I can do to help you, please send me a private message. We'll We'll do some messaging. I'm going to have great internet. I've been told that I actually have great internet in Cairo. We're going to be at the Four Seasons. So it's not like I won't be able to do messengers. There's going to be a few days on the Nile that I might be slow to respond. But if there's something you wanna connect with me, now is the time, and the time is now. If there's something you want to do for yourself, make that choice. I always feel like it's about making a sacred commitment. Once you make a sacred commitment to yourself, it's already done. It is done, it is done, it is done. So let's just bring ourselves back into our hearts. Let's just bring you into the field of your divine light and activate your remembering. You're remembering from the future exactly what the next step is, so it is easy and it is grateful. You're remembering from the future exactly what divine grace feels like. You're remembering from the future that you've already got this. You're remembering from the future how powerful you are. You're remembering from the future the choices you made in the way that you made them, in a way that opened your heart and made it all so much more easy. And you're remembering from the future how you overcame any challenges, any fear, and any resistance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. Just remember there's a part of you that is being called from the future. That divine call inside of you is, because time and space quantumly isn't linear, it's the part of you that's calling in, dialing in. You already know. It already exists in the field. So it may seem confusing, but if you know what you know, and you know that this is something you want, all you have to do is allow. So be in allowance, be in curiosity, be in wonder, be in playfulness, be in joy, be in touch. One of the words that came to mind was when we talk about being in touch with people. There's, especially after a couple of years of not physically touching anyone, see if there is an in touch that you need, to touching your body, touching another person, giving a hug, holding a hand, reaching out to someone. See if embodiment isn't about being in your body and being in the physical and being in your own shell without fear. Go ahead and step through that portal. Go ahead and step through that gate. You are more powerful than you ever could believe. I love you. The next thing I'm going to do live is in our Moon Circle group. We are now offering Magic Moons for only $44 a month. It's a pretty sweet deal. It's going to be on Monday nights at 7. And so you could get in early. If you got in this month, you could get the recordings for all of 2022. So if you've never been in our Moon Circle, there's a lot of material that you could catch up on just by joining this month early. We have a really cool connection call and intention setting on January 2nd, right after I get back from Egypt. So if this is something you want, get in now, and you can start activating on the December 7th call. And everybody that's already in the Moon Circle will start the year out at 7 o'clock on Monday. We've got 3 different calls on in January to really get you super duper ready for 2023, to get you activated and enlightened and manifesting. One of the things about manifesting is consistency is key. And so we witness, we embody, we release, and we create. in those moon circles. And I'd love to see you there. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will see you on the other side of my trip. And like I said, there'll be a recording up every Monday through the end of the year, but this is my last live. So all of you have joined me, Kim, and I see Kim and Erica and Mecca and Melissa and Marissa and Samantha and Jill and KP and Bridget. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. Anita and Erica. Oh, there's two Ericas on. And Sue. Wow. Hello. And of course, if there's an Anita, there's a Danny. So hi, Danny. Anar. I hope I said that right. Ooh, Becca, who just... Ooh, there's two Beccas on. One just graduated the shaman program. Had an amazing graduation with the shamans this weekend. So hoo-ha to all of you. Congratulations. Suzanne. Oh, wow. So many. Amy and Amanda. Oh, Amanda, hi. It's been a long time. Wow, there's a lot of people on here. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your name. Ashton. Wow. So Inez. So many of you. I love you. You opened my heart. 1,000 strong in Soul Circle this year, and I couldn't be more excited and proud. And I promise we have even more amazing things in the secret projects that we have ready for you coming out in 2023. Huge stuff, the biggest stuff I've ever done, on its way to you in 2023. Thank you for joining us in 2022. And there's just so much more. Thank you. I love you. And I'll see you on the other side.